Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the next 3 months of April, May and June. We're going to look at the meanings of the card pretty much from every aspect, whether it's love or relationship or money, career, finance. We're going to take a deep dive into all of those areas. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to start with your Rose Oracle. And for you, the card that popped out was the Rose without thorns. You have the right to joy, peace, sweetness of life. So this is an amazing card to start your reading with, because imagine that the rose is one of the most beautiful flowers, and generally a lot of the roses have a thorn, which obviously kind of ruins that beauty, because when you're trying to get it, you are you can get hurt. Now, this is the most beautiful thing you can imagine. A rose without a thorn. It is an invitation for you that it's time for you to enjoy life. See all the beautiful things in life. Focus on the beauty. Focus on all the great things, the peace, the sweetness of life, and you're kind of welcome to all of that, because there are no thorns in your way. You can just focus on the beauty, focus on the good things, and just enjoy life from pretty much every aspect. Lovely energy to start your reading with. But let's see what is in the tarot for you. In the center of your reading, you do have the Hangman. The Hangman, which is an indication that something is stuck in your life. Maybe you've been single for a while, and you're kind of wondering when things gonna happen. Maybe you are in a relationship that is not moving anywhere. Some of you might be looking for a job. Some of you might be stuck in a job, stuck in an industry, stuck in a position, a situation, because it doesn't necessarily have to love or work related. There's something in your life that you feel stuck. And whenever the Hangman comes up, you need to have a couple of things to do. First of all, you need to see things from a different perspective, right? That's why he's hanging down on the life of tree, to see things from a different point of view, and that helps him to kind of get this clarity, what helps him to move forward. There might be something related to the number 4 as well. For some of you, maybe around the 4th month something is happening, or around the 4th, any of those months, there might be something connected to that. But it is all about seeing things from a different perspective. See your relationships, your work, your opportunities from a different point of view. The other thing you need to kind of consider when this card comes up: is there anything you need to sacrifice? Is there anything you need to give up in order to get unstuck from your situation? So for example, do you have too high of an expectation in terms of love, in terms of work, etc., etc.? You always need to consider what is that you need to give up in order to move forward and get the clarity you need. Your reading actually starts with the Ace of Wands, which is a beautiful energy of passion, passionate new beginning, out with the old, in with the new. There's some kind of a spark here that can bring you a great new opportunity. This can be a new relationship, a new job, a new project, a new chapter in a relationship, something that's kind of very passionate. This is kind of like that initial spark that can create a big fire, because you're very passionate about this new beginning in your life. And again, like, it can be a relationship that starts as an adventure, but can turn into something bigger. It can be that you're regaining that old passion of a relationship that you used to have. But again, this can be also all about following your passion, like some kind of an idea, an opportunity that's connected to your passion and you're very passionate about. And you also have here the Ace of Swords. So you have two aces, double ace, double confirmation of some kind of a new beginning, or maybe for some of you, two ways of starting something new. This is the card that can be a card of victory, clarity. It can be also a card of some kind of a contract, some kind of a conversation, communication, a new chapter that brings you a lot of mental it's very exciting from a mental point of view. It can be also an indication that you're starting something new that you're very passionate about, and it kind of very exciting for you from a mental perspective. But let's see what is the next card. You have the Two of Wands, which is the card of planning, but it is also a card of decisions. So let's start with the planning. The story behind this card is that, you know, this person has achieved a lot, worked very hard for the castle and everything that he built up. So he achieved the status, he achieved something great. But deep down he knows that there's the whole world in front of him to discover. And one of his side wants to go out in the world, discover the world, what else he can do. But the other is kind of holding him back because he achieved a lot in that. So this can be career-wise, that maybe there's something that you achieved a lot in your position, and you definitely don't want to give it up, and you're kind of stuck. That's kind of causing being stuck, right? Like you have these two things, but you know that there's way more for you to discover there, right? The whole world is ahead of you. Maybe you've been thinking about starting a new job, starting a business, starting your own business, starting something new, and you're just kind of held back because of whatever you achieved so far. But that can be also from a relationship perspective. You might be in a relationship for a while where you worked hard, and there's, you kind of know that there's more for you to discover out there, but whatever you achieved in this relationship is holding you back. And some of you are just, you know, planning for the future as well, like making a new plan for yourself from any aspect. It can be also a card of decision, right? Because two can be a balanced decision, and it can be that some of you need to choose between two paths. So you're kind of in this fork of the road where you need to decide which way to continue. This can be, when you look at it from a career perspective, that you need to choose between two opportunities. You need to choose whether you stay at your old company or taking a new opportunity somewhere else. Or some of you might be considering to start your own business or stay employed. Whatever it is, there's some kind of a decision. But it's the same for a relationship point of view. Some of you need to choose between two people. Some of you need to choose whether you want to stay single or be in a relationship or getting married. There's some kind of a decision in terms of choosing between two paths. And your reading continues with the Death card. And the Death card is all about change. A change that cannot be stopped. A change that kind of indicating some kind of an end of a chapter for you, but also a beginning of a new one, right? The Death brings to closure to something and starts something new as well. So definitely you know that something ended and something new is about to begin, and this is a change that's inevitable. The more you fight it, the harder it's gonna be for you to adjust to it, and that's what kind of indicated on these images, that there's many ways you can deal with change. You can fight it, but that's not going to make it easy. Some people might be afraid of it, some people might be pray for it, some people might be welcome it. What's really important is accept that certain things come to an end and new things beginning. And again, it can be anything, and it can be work, a relationship. Again, there's the message behind the Death card is change, that there's some kind of an inevitable change that you're going through. And the Seven of Wands is the card that you are trying to fight something. Maybe you are fighting this change, whatever you're kind of ahead of you. Because the Seven of Wands is all about being attacked from outside parties. Right? That's what all of those ones are. But you're kind of in a better position. You're able to see what's coming. But again, it just can be that you are just trying to fight the change, whatever you're going through, and you are in a very hard battle. But this can be also that, some of you might be in a competitive area, a competitive field. Maybe some of you are trying to go for a job, a promotion, a business opportunity, and there's just many people that are trying to get it. But it can be also that you need to kind of stand up for yourself. You need to protect your mind, your position, because you have others want it as well. But the great in the Seven of Wands that you're the one who's in the winning position. You're the one who's in a better position than anybody else, and that's going to lead you to win the battle. It's not going to be an easy battle, but you're the one who's winning. The same goes to a relationship. Some of you might be in a relationship that's being attacked from outside parties. It might be that maybe you or your partner are seduced. Maybe people keep questioning your relationship, or whether you are single. You're just kind of standing up for yourself no matter what. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. So in the future, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is, first of all, can be a sign that you're working very hard on something. You're putting a lot of effort into it. You're working day and night. You're very good at what you do. You're very precise. You're good. You have great skills. You have a mastery in what you do. You're very perfectionist as well. But it has a repetitive feel as well. Some of you might be going through a repetitive cycle. Some of you might be doing the job over and over again. Or it might be that your job is kind of just involving a lot of repetitive tasks. If you're looking for a job, it can be the indication that you're kind of going through this cycle of applying, interviewing, or some of you are applying for maybe business opportunities as well, if you are owning your own company, or you're just working very hard on a project or achieving something. Same goes to a relationship. You're putting a lot of effort into building something. It might be an existing relationship that you are building, and you're putting a lot of effort into it, or you're working a lot to provide for the people you love, or you're trying to meet somebody and you're putting a lot of effort into it. And again, what I love in the Eight of Pentacles, that yes, it is hard work, but your hard work is going to be noticed. Your hard work is going to be paying off, and you're going to be able to achieve whatever you are working on, whatever you are working towards. And you also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is an indication that luck is on your side. The Wheel of Fortune is all about when the universe is kind of stepping in to bring you something good, especially if you've been kind of going through difficulties. The wheel brings you something positive, but the wheel is all about change, because the wheel is sometimes up, sometimes down, and that's just a natural cycle of life. And you have also the Death, so there's some kind of an inevitable change, a big change for you here that's happening. But the Wheel of Fortune is when the universe is bringing you something good. The energy of the Wheel of Fortune is when you are at the right time, at the right place, meeting the right people, and sometimes and suddenly everything just makes sense. Again, this can be a new job, a new opportunity, a promotion, or a new relationship or an existing relationship getting better. Sometimes the wheel can remove something from your life as well. So if you're in a toxic work environment, if you are in a toxic relationship, sometimes the wheel removes that, because with the notion to bring you something better than what you have. So be positive and accept the change, because the more positive you are, the better you are able to handle the change what's ahead of you. And you also have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is all about balance, right? Like you can kind of see that this person is juggling those pentacles. The back with those waves are showing the ups and downs, that like a roller coaster. Some of you might be going through ups and downs. Some of you might be trying to balance your life. You're trying to balance your work, how much you work, how much you spend with your loved ones, balancing your budget, balancing your work life. There's something that you're trying to balance. But this is also a card of being resourceful. So some of you might be just very busy, like especially with the Eight of Pentacles and with the Two of Pentacles. Some of you are busy juggling the projects, juggling everything that's kind of comes to your desk, and you're able to get things done very easily. But it's hard work, like don't forget. But you're able to handle it because you're very resourceful. It can be the same from a relationship perspective, that you're juggling a relationship, you're juggling something, the various energies, what's coming to your way, or you're just kind of trying to see how you're really trying to provide for your loved ones. But let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords, which is an indication that you're afraid of losing something. You're afraid of hurting yourself. You are afraid of heartaches, disappointments, whatever you had in the past. And maybe you're kind of still, if you went through some big change that was not easy, maybe you're just not over it. But you need to kind of take into consideration a couple things here. First of all, you have the Rose Without Thorns, which is an invitation for you to start enjoying life, and sweet life is coming and peace is coming for you. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about things are turning for the better. So I hope that you're gonna embrace this beautiful energy of rose without the thorns, and you're gonna enjoy life. And I hope that this reading helped you. That's all I have for you, and I hope that I'll be able to see you again.